What's up everyone? In this video, we're going to talk about polishing, everything from some tips and tricks to what Gyeon products you should be putting in your cart. My name is Reed and let's talk Gyeon. So before we start talking about the products, let's talk about a couple techniques and what you should be doing while using them. For 95% of you, we recommend an eccentric polisher, also called a random orbital machine. Now, we recommend this over a rotary because the orbital is easier to master and control. You can use a rotary, but it's a lot more difficult to do, and it will probably take more time for the average person. Now, there's like this misconception and this theory in polishing that you can just turn up speed or add more pressure to get more work done. What that does is cause more friction. And when there's more friction, there's more heat. This causes the paint to soften, and it actually slows how much material is being removed. This will really almost double or triple your work time, and that is not ideal. So we don't recommend doing that. Also, we recommend doing a test panel on the car. So pick maybe like a door or an area that you can work in, probably a shoulder width section, just to get a basic idea for the hardness of the paint and what products you should be using so that you can do that on the rest of the car. It's an efficient way to do paint correction. If you have a way to measure the paint also, like you can get a little tester that will show you how much material you have to work with. It's typically recommended. It's not a mandatory thing. It's kind of just a safety measure. So there are 5 main polishes available from Gyeon. Yeah, I know, Reed, there's only 4 in front of you. But the one that you don't see here is called PPF Renew, and that's a very niche and single-use one. So I just want to focus on these 4 today. We have Polish, we have Compound, we have Compound Plus, and we have Primer. Let's talk about them. So first off, we have Gyeon Polish. This is designed to get deep clarity and maximum gloss out of paint. And this is actually a medium cut product, so you can use it as a one-step polish, and it has high quality diminishing abrasives. What that means is the solids in the polish actually get smaller and smaller over time, yielding in those glossy results that we're all looking for. Next, we have Compound. This water-based cutting paste delivers a high level of scratch removal characteristics, as well as low dust and a quality finish. When used in combination with an eccentric polisher and proper technique, this can be a one-step product. Next, we have Compound Plus. This is the one that you should reach for when heavy correction is required. It has increased cutting power over Compound, but because of that, it will leave some slight holograms behind, but those can easily be removed with a single pass of Gyeon polish. Finally, we have Primer. This one looks a bit different, and that's because it is. It actually has SiO2 in it. What's the reason for that? So what you can do with this one, and this is a very light polish, this one actually can be used in place of a degrease or like a prep wipe down step. Now, in order to use it correctly, there is a 24-hour wait period after you wipe it off the paint before you can apply the coating. Kind of cool, right? But like, you can use it as a normal polish. You can wipe it off immediately after and do a prep wipe and then coat if you don't have time to wait 24 hours. Now, these are all talked about. Let's talk about pads. There are 4 different foam pads available from Gyeon. They were designed specifically to be paired with Gyeon polish and compounds. There's a finish pad, there's a polish pad, there's a cut pad, and there's a heavy cut pad. Now these are all available in both a rotary and eccentric version, as well as a 5-inch diameter and a 3-inch 2-pack diameter like you can see here. First, we have the finish pad. This is a very light polishing pad designed to remove holograms and light defects. This is going to be the one that you should kind of reach for when doing a multi-step correction and you're on to your last step. This one pairs nicely with Gyeon polish and Gyeon primer. Then we have the polish pad. That's the blue one you can see here. This, considered a medium cutting pad, and its durable foam will result in removal of secondary defects as well as a deep gloss. If you're looking at a single step paint correction, this is the first option available from us. I would pair this one with polish, primer, or a compound with proper technique. Now let's move on to the cut pad. It is a medium level pad. This has a substantial amount of cutting power, but remains safe for your paint. I would pair this one with polish or compound. This is the other option when talking about single-step paint correction. Finally, we have the heavy cut pad. This is going to be the most aggressive of the 4 foam options available from Gyeon. If you need to remove a significant amount of material, I would reach for this one. But because it's removing a lot of material, I would not recommend finishing with this pad. I would only reach for it if you're doing a multi-step correction. I would pair this one with Compound Plus. Now I want to give you a couple different scenarios and then recommend products for each situation. Remember, not every paint is the same, so this isn't a one product fits all type of situation. Let's start off with a multi-step correction, meaning that you need to remove a lot of defects. So for soft paint, like Japanese paint typically is, multi-step correction. Products I'm going to choose, we're going to go with Compound with a heavy cut pad to get most of the material removed, and then we're going to finish it with polish and a finishing pad. This will get us that deep gloss. Now, moving over to hard paint, let's talk black GM paint that's notoriously hard and difficult to work with. We need a lot of cutting power, so we're going to do Compound Plus with a heavy cut, and then we're going to be able to finish it, because it's a little bit harder paint, we're going to be able to finish it with a polish pad and polish. Now, if it's taking a while to get to your desired finish, you can add a step in the middle to make the process faster, and we're going to do a cut pad with Compound if we add that middle third step. Now, let's talk about single step correction. So maybe you have a limited amount of time, or you've done your test panel and you've determined that you can get the results you're looking for with a single step of paint correction. What products are you choosing? Now, what we're going to recommend is for soft paint, you're going to do polish with a polish pad or polish with a cut pad. Now, if you're choosing between these two options for this scenario, with a lighter colored paint, it's going to show less defects. It's more difficult to see scratches and swirls in light colored paint, so you could do a single step with cut pad and polish. For darker colored paint like black or dark blue or purple, we're going to want to lean towards a polish pad, a little bit finer of a pad, with polish to get the job done. Now, moving over to hard paint, you can do a single step correction with Compound and a cut pad. It's going to be a little bit difficult. I mean, it's hard paint, it's going to be hard to work with anyways, but you can do a single step correction with great results with that combination. I hope this video has answered a lot of your questions, or maybe introduced you to Gyeon's line of polishing products. If you have any questions about the products covered in this video, please reach out on our social media channels or on GyeonUSA.com. That's also where you can find all these products for sale. If you like this video, or maybe just detailing content in general, please consider subscribing. Catch you all later.